When India turns 100 years old, our middle class will be a whopping 1 billion people. Our middle class currently represents 31% of the population. By 2031, it will represent 38% of the population. And by 2047, the percentage will rise to a whopping 60%. But why are we suddenly talking about the Indian middle class? This is because it's projected that in the coming years, the Indian middle class will not just represent a maximum part of the India's population, but will also hold the powers to drive the Indian economy. In this video, we'll explain to you the numbers, the data findings, and why the middle class is literally going to be the diamond of the country. What if I tell you that India's middle class is actually India's upper class?
Wait a minute!
Yes, the middle class is a discontinuously higher spender, saver and earner as compared to the rest of the population. If you look at the Indian middle class's growth story over the last 15 years, it's quite stunning. As per the study in 2020-21, the poorest 20% of Indian households now earn more than what the second richest 20% did in 2004 and 5. And in the coming 12 years, the income of the poorest 20% will be equal to what the second richest were earning in 2018. Now, at the beginning of this video, we told you that in the next 24 years, the middle class will represent 60% of India's population. But how? Allow me to take you a little behind the years to explain how the middle class population representation has changed. Now, let's understand what exactly this means. Picture that this is a pyramid. Here you have four major representatives: the destitutes, the aspirers, the middle class and the rich. Now let's make this an inverted pyramid. As per the current population representation, destitutes and aspirers account for most part of India's population. Then comes the middle class that represents 31% of the population, and then the rich that represents the small chunk of the total population. And if we take a look at India's future projections, these demographics will change. The middle class population will double by 2047. This would mean that most of the destitutes and aspirers will be accounted for in the middle class and will earn more as compared to now. In its future projections, what the report says is that the country's demographics will change into a rudimentary diamond, where the low-income class will earn more and be accounted for in the middle class. But this won't mean that the middle class earns more than the rich. But due to the exponential increase in the population of the Indian middle class, they will drive the economy. And of course, the purchasing power of the largest spender, saver and earner will make India one of the largest markets in the world.